The Temporary Podcast is funded entirely by its fans. Want to help out? While listening to the show today, click our Amazon shopping link in the show notes and buy yourself something nice. You deserve it. Your purchases will help fund the show.
Ready to do episode 2?
Let's do this.
Alright. Okay. Hello everybody, you're now tuned... Did you just make a noise? Okay. Hello everybody, you're now tuned into the Temporary Podcast, recorded on March 2nd, 2013.
Thank you for joining us. We have an excellent show today. New Ubisoft announcements, robots, and Who's Line.
And that's all today on...
The Temporary Podcast. That's the news theme from...
Hello everybody, what's going on? Hey, I'm MC Gamer. Welcome to the show.
I'm Alex. Thank you for joining us again.
Thanks for everybody for their support on episode 1 of the Temporary Podcast. We got a lot of comments from you guys, and hopefully we're going to put them in place. A lot of you guys actually asked for a video podcast.
Yeah.
We wanted to do that. We got the green screen. I took down the Swedish flag from in front of it, like we were actually going to use the green screen. But,
next week. Yeah.
Next week? Oh man, now you're making commitments. I don't know if we can handle those.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. I like the word maybe. It's a good word.
Maybe.
So this week on the Temporary Podcast, like I said, we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed 4. There was a new announcement with that. We're going to be talking about robot suits that are now coming worldwide. We're talking about our usual on the tubes, what we've been watching and what we've been playing, as well as some of your viewer submissions to this week. So get hype. That's going to be today. So Alex, you think we're ready to talk a little bit about some show notes?
Mm-hmm. All of our relevant links are in the show notes at the bottom on our website and in the description on YouTube. So
I actually redid the website. Have you seen it yet?
I have not.
You've been away. I haven't been able to show you. I'm gonna have to give you a tour of our own website.
Oh boy!
Here's the website. There's the URL.
There's the bathroom.
And over here is the guest bathroom. We're not allowed to go in there.
Let's not go there.
Anyway, we have a new advertising program. Like you probably heard at the beginning of the episode. We're doing a advertising program to help the show. We decided that we want to make the show entirely funded by the viewers.
Oh.
Why did you giggle at my entirely? Entirely by...
Just how you said it is kind of strange. Entirely.
We're doing entirely by you guys. So anyways, what we'll do is we'll give you guys some shout-outs to your YouTubes, your Twitters, your personal stuff. But basically, like you guys make a donation, we'll give you a shout-out. For $10, we'll give a shout-out to your YouTube, your Twitter, your personal website. Or if you want, if you're like a big... fancy Minecraft gaming server.
Fancy.
If you're a professional website, like you're just not the average Joe. You're basically more than one person doing something. We ask that you make a donation of $25 because
you are more than one person.
You owe us 2.5 times the money. MC Gamer logic.
I've been lied to my whole life. I thought I was one person.
That's not monogamy, is it? That's a different thing altogether.
Split personalities.
But what else we got related to that?
If you have bulk or larger, multiple or longer ads,
you want us to say more, basically.
Basically. Just send us an email, and any donations sent in are greatly appreciated.
Yeah. So temporarypodcast@gmail.com is our email address if you want to get in contact with us, and our donation buttons are inside the show notes.
Ying!
You ready to move on to the news?
Let's do this.
News.
Oh, dear.
So, good news, Alex, from Ubisoft.
Yes.
They're coming out with another Assassin's Creed, and I haven't finished the third one.
Exactly. I have yet to play the third one.
I know. It's like Ubisoft's going all Call of Duty on the Assassin's Creed franchise.
That's okay. They're doing good.
Because they're good games.
Oh, yeah. I love them.
I mean, I don't know. But anyway, it's coming to the Wii U.
Yes.
The 360?
Yeah.
And the PS3.
Which I'm actually kind of surprised at. But then again, the PS4 was not coming out for a while.
I mean, it may still come for... That's what they've announced so far.
Yeah, it'll probably be re-released for the newer next-gen system, so...
But the thing is, the PS3 is getting 60 minutes of exclusive content that no other system is getting.
Lame.
I don't know.
We have a PS3, so
I mean,
why am I worried?
I mean, I'm happy that Ubisoft is giving it to a system. I wish it was the Wii U because I'm a Nintendo guy.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it's a huge problem for Ubisoft.
No, probably not.
I mean, the fact that they're keeping it from those people, like the Wii U and the 360,
yeah,
it does make me kind of angry at Ubisoft. I've been angry at Ubisoft for a while now about other things.
Yeah.
But whatever. So, a new hero. What's your feelings on that, Alex?
Already? Poor Connor only got one game. Ezio got 3.
Apparently, Connor was a jerk or something. People didn't like him.
I
don't know. We haven't met the guy. I'm sure he's a wonderful person once you meet him. Maybe. So you're kind of upset about that, or?
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't get more exposure. I mean, Ezio got 3 freaking games. Altair technically got like 2
or
he got cameos in all of Ezio's games. So I don't know. That kind of makes me sad that he just gets killed off after one.
Well, we don't know if he's killed off because we haven't played the game, so that's not a spoiler. So. We're gonna get murdered by the Assassin's Creed fanboys. He wasn't killed off.
Don't hurt me.
He was fine.
I didn't mean to.
Why do I sound like Krillin? Anyway.
Goku!
So, related to that, there's actually a possible leak of the release date, which apparently might be October 29th.
They might need to fix that leak.
I mean...
Their ship is going to sink.
October 29th sounds reasonable, doesn't it?
That's crazy early, though. That's like a year after... Like,
it's fall. Like I said, it's like Call of Duty. Yeah. When what's the year? Boom, boom,
I'm okay
boom,
with this.
boom.
I am okay with this.
And it's also the first Assassin's Creed game it's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Like, they're not just calling it Assassin's Creed 4, which I find very interesting. I mean, I guess they're probably like, it's a pirate game.
It's a sequel to Assassin's Creed 4, which has not come out yet.
But the leak also mentioned next-gen systems.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe?
Maybe.
Hashtag maybe. Tweet at the temporary Actually, we have a Twitter.
We do. Oh, we do.
Temp podcast.
Nice.
Temporary podcast would not fit.
Yeah.
We got to temporary podca.
Temporary podca.
It sounds like it's some sort of mixed drink.
You could put the ST at the end just because you love us.
Temporary podcast.
Yeah.
So, overall thoughts on Assassin's Creed 4?
I'm excited. Let me beat the third one first.
Yeah, we got to beat the game, and then maybe we'll be excited.
We need to get the game.
All right. So, Facebook has said that they're coming out with another press conference on the 7th of March here. And the big thing that they're talking about is how they have the 3, their graph search or whatever. They have timeline, and they have their news feed. And they say the news feed has been neglected, and so they want a new look for news feed. You don't sound very excited about this.
Why do they keep changing it? You get used to it, and it's just like, nope, we're going to change it because that sucks.
It's always better.
I like the old Facebook. And
I mean, it's good.
Now I like this Facebook.
Facebook's actually up on my computer right now.
I'm pointing to the computer.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting used to it, and now they're changing it again.
Yeah, that middle column right down the middle of Facebook.
It's like World of Warcraft. You get used to it, and then expansion pack.
We're not talking about World of Warcraft yet. Unfortunately, we have to talk about that today. Maybe. Get your maybes out of here. But I'm excited for it. I think that it's good. You think it's bad, though.
Yeah. They should just stop messing with it. It's not broke. Don't fix it.
Well, okay. Well, let's go by that. I always told Mike. He would always he'd always be like using Internet Explorer, and he'd be like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm like, if it's not the best it can be, it's broke. So, is the newsfeed as good as it can be? I guess we'll find out when Facebook comes out on the 7th.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm content with it now, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset.
Oh, everybody's always angry.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube. They changed something.
God,
Everybody's
YouTube,
like, it's
YouTube
better.
YouTube is like bipolar.
It ends up better.
They change something every week, it seems like.
Facebook changed something. But it's better and people get used to it. Twitch changed something. Everybody's like, oh, all right.
I love how everyone is always threatening to go to Google Plus every time Facebook changes something, but nobody ever leaves.
It's like, I'm going to Google Plus.
And nobody leaves.
Maybe.
You're still into Google Plus, and it's just you see a tumbleweed.
Yeah. Wow, they programmed the tumbleweed. Like. They must really be bored. There it goes.
Somebody give us attention.
Poor Google Plus developers. Next week on the Temporary Podcast, the developers of Google Plus commit suicide.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
All right, moving on. Suicide is not funny. Polaroid has come out with something new. It's called the Social-Matic camera. Have you seen the pictures of it?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead and click my link inside the show notes. For all of you, if you have a question about what the heck we're talking about, we always link the news story inside the show notes. So check that out. It's basically a camera designed around the Instagram logo by Polaroid. It does Instaprints like a Polaroid, but it also has a screen.
But it's Instagram.
And it's Instagram and printable photos. So basically, they're like, so we heard you liked hipster photos. So we put hipster photos in your hipster photo-taking device.
It looks like the Instagram app logo.
Exactly.
Why?
Ka-ching! Why else? Does anybody do anything? Ka-ching!
Oh.
You just kind of... I'm looking at Alex right now. His eyes are just kind of like zooming in and out at the picture, kind of like...
Why?
Exactly. I think it looks good.
It kind of looks like an iPhone that they just kind of and squished it and made it a square.
I know, it's pretty.
And then gave it the Instagram and a giant lens.
I think it's going to be cool. I don't want it. I mean...
I had no use for it. I don't use Instagram that much at all.
Point. Do we know the price point? Is the price point listed inside the article?
No, it doesn't look like it.
If it's under like $100, it's a cheap $100 camera.
I doubt it because
of course
being with Android, it's 16 gigs of storage, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi.
Oh, screw that then. That's gonna be like a $300 camera, and it's gonna
something like that. Oh wait,
does it mention like the camera, the Pixel? We should have done our research.
Oh, yeah. No, interchangeable lens system.
Oh, so you can actually put new lens on it. It's a fancy camera. Maybe. Hashtag maybe. What if we titled these episodes? This one would just be called maybe.
Podcast number 2.
Maybe. It's actually our 3rd podcast. You missed the 2nd one. You dozed off for a week.
Oh.
Alex almost did. We're not going to talk about that. You got some news over there?
Don't eat food left over that's been sitting out overnight. Lesson learned. Maybe.
Okay, go ahead. And what else is in the news?
Next up, Whose Line is returning. Whose Line Is It Anyway? One of my favorite shows is coming back to the CW, apparently.
What does the CW do?
I don't know.
What does CW even stand for?
I don't know.
Cable Warner? I don't...
Maybe?
I honestly have... I know the CW because you always hear about them. They're like, next on the CW. And it's like...
Yeah,
you always hear that, but you don't really... I don't know what the CW is, but apparently I'm going to be visiting their website looking for Whose Line episodes. Yeah. Because we don't have cable.
No, we don't.
We have Netflix.
Yes. And YouTube. And Twitch.
Twitch. We got Cosmo staring at us right now.
It's kind of creepy because he looks like he's judging me.
We paused a Twitch live stream with Cosmo right, and he's got face cam going on. He's staring at Alex. It's pretty good.
Judgmental look.
So we have confirmed that who's returning?
Colin, Ryan, and Wayne are all returning.
Can you give their last names?
Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, and Wayne Brady. Which,
in my opinion, were the main ones. Drew Carey's not though.
Oh. That's okay though. Aisha Tyler, which, from what I think, I don't know if any of our listeners or viewers have ever seen Archer, which it's kind of an like mature rated cartoon that's on FX. I find it hilarious, but she plays one of the characters, Alana, and she's actually really funny. So it's going to be interesting.
And she's going to be hosting.
Yes, she's going to be the host.
So the question is, I saw Dane Cook, not the comedian. Kevin Cook.
Oh, okay.
Posting some like futuristic Who's Line things, like song styles. Sing a song about Minecraft inside the style of One Direction. It's like, what are we gonna get inside the year 2013 from Whose Line Is anyway? It's kind of interesting to think that we're gonna be getting modern things, you know.
Yes.
Things that you would say to Twitter, but not your girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Scenes from a hat. Like, are we gonna? My big questions about this whole return is: are we gonna get those Satan's like games back and everything? If they're gonna do a Who's Line revival, I hope they make it a Who's Line revival. Not change it all up.
Yeah, I hope they
I can see them changing the stage.
Yeah.
I'd like to change the stage. It'd be pretty. It'd be like changing the TARDIS on Doctor Who. You'd be like, whoa, what happened here?
What is this? Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. That is that. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I think Whose Line is filmed from a TARDIS. Drew Carey sits at the control panel.
What?
That's what all those noises are.
Oh man.
Any other news you got?
Japan is releasing these robot exosuits, and they've been approved for worldwide release.
Oh man.
Well, they're like an exosuit mainly for your legs, for like elderly and disabled people who can't really get around that well.
So, like, how do they work?
Not exactly sure, because it's Japanese.
Well, I mean, are they for people who don't have legs anymore, or?
No. It's an exosuit. It goes on your leg, and basically
they force them to move.
It assists in the muscle movement, from what I understand.
It does strengthen them, or
it kind of gives. It's like adding extra muscle.
I don't understand how that works. Like, am I going to be like putting my leg inside this like big old?
Basically, you don't have to use as much effort.
It's like a metal cast, is what I'm thinking. Like,
it kind of is.
You slap it in, and then all of a sudden, like when you think your like giant metal leg is just going to go, and like I don't know. It just kind of feels like a metal casing from what I understand.
Like detects like muscle impulses or something, and it anticipates the user's movements and
anticipates.
Which is going to
does that mean it can be wrong?
Yeah, maybe.
I hope.
Well, it's been approved, so apparently it's.
I don't want to see the elderly and the disabled falling over, but I think it'd be pretty hilarious if you got like some kid who's just like trying on his dad's exosuit, and he's like trying to do a dance and it just like kicks him in the face or something. It's just like whoop.
I'm reading the article. I'm reading the article again now. Apparently, the company that's making these is called Cyberdyne.
Cyberdyne
from Terminator.
Really?
It's just that it says at the bottom, the company is unrelated to the firm of the same name responsible for the cyborg assassin played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1984 film The Terminator.
Wow.
Which I find is really weird.
We are so close to the Matrix and Skynet now.
It says they're going to be sold for like roughly $2,000.
That's not that expensive. I can get
especially if you're disabled or whatever and you can walk.
I mean, the difference between a gaming computer and walking?
Yeah.
that type of price point, that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
that's
I kind of want to get one just so
So do you want legs or Google Glass?
A Google Glass. I want to be able to see the world more beautifully.
But what if you can't walk?
Oh well.
I'll get a wheelchair. Stare at my ceiling.
I'll get an electric wheelchair.
I don't even know.
Oh man.
What else you got?
The Raspberry Pi has sold over 1 million.
Oh.
From what I understand.
The Raspberry Pi is this like credit card sized computer.
Yeah.
Basically, they're selling them like kind of like as more for educational purposes.
Yeah.
I guess like programmers.
And education and development more.
So it's just like, oh. You want to make a Linux program? Salam. A good thing I have this with me. And
it's in my wallet.
And 1 million of them have been sold.
Yep. And they have 2 different price ranges. The $25 for the basic and $35 for the more advanced model.
I want to go to there.
I know. Yeah, they were just released a year ago, and
It's only been a year?
Yeah, and their initial goal was to sell 10,000, and they sold over 1 million. Like,
what was the exact quote? Didn't he say something like I think we might want to go for 10,000?
Yeah,
and then it's like 1 million.
Bam. Yeah, $10,000 or 10,000 was a good number to start with.
A good number to start with. Well,
lol.
Try 100,000 maybe. That would have been a little closer.
Yeah.
You're only, an exponent of 10 off.
Yeah. It's crazy, though. But I'm really curious. I want to get just a few of them. Just
a few of them.
Well, I mean, we'll get one to try it out and see if we like it, and get a few because they're cheap and they're efficient.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they're
$35 for a little computer.
They're great for stuff like media centers, even.
Yeah.
Like if we have a big TV out there, and lately I've had to say, Alex, here you can borrow my computer since his motherboard blew up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I had to let him borrow my spare gaming computer because
we have one.
Because I am MC Gamer, and. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to watch Twitch TV without my 12 gigabytes of RAM sitting in the living room? It's like, oh, well, I guess
I got all this RAM.
RAM for days.
Why can't I hold all this RAM?
So I was thinking, if we got a Raspberry Pi, I think that's an HDMI out.
Maybe. Let me look at the picture.
Maybe.
The picture tells all. Maybe. I see a USB port.
Well, good golly, thank God for that.
I honestly don't know. I'll have to research that and find out.
All right, whatever. Enough of this crap.
We can always put one in.
Yeah. So go check out the Raspberry Pi.
Slap on a giant graphics card. Why not?
Enough of this crap. Let's talk about what we've been watching.
Alrighty.
And hello, welcome to On the Tubes. I cut that last section out that you didn't hear.
Yeah.
I may have goofed. So we got a video from Brentalfloss. Both me and Alex follow Brentalfloss pretty intensely. Your brother, Andy, is like...
Fangirl.
Brentalfloss! Great Fairy Andy. What seems to be the matter? He's released a new video. He released Cave Story with lyrics.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Cave Story?
I have not.
You haven't?
No.
It's on like everything.
I know.
3DS, Wii.
I know. I'm
fine.
lazy.
Well, we'll have to give it a download sometime. It's a really great game.
I've heard it is. I've heard a little bit about it.
The music's great. Like you heard the
with lyrics video. So.
The with lyrics video.
Which I thought was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, and
knowing almost nothing about the game, the video was still hilarious.
Yeah,
because it's Brentalfloss, and that's what he does.
I mean, we're gonna keep a link to that inside the show notes for those of you who haven't heard it. We don't want to spoil it for you.
Spoilers.
But overall, I don't know if it was one of Brentalfloss's better ones, to be honest.
It was decently well done. I was.
I mean, there's no such thing as really a bad Brentalfloss song.
No.
There's naughty ones, but not bad.
Not a single one.
Maybe, but it's. I don't know. I didn't have that much of a connection to Cave Story.
Really?
The game was good, but a lot of people give it a lot of praise. But myself, I didn't have a lot of connection with it.
I can't say I have because I haven't played it.
We'll get Alex on Cave Story here, guys, and we'll come back with a report in a couple of weeks. Alex,
oh my God, I love this game.
I've been in the cave for 48 days now.
I'm running low on food.
The game takes 3 hours.
I don't care.
I'm really slow. I've been leveling on World of Warcraft. Oh, Alex. So, what have you been watching off of YouTube?
Whose Line? Obviously.
Yeah. Well, and
Scrubs as usual.
Yeah, those are your usual. Do you haven't watched anything special?
Not really.
No movies? Nothing?
I mean, it's just the regular movies I have, like Spaceballs and what else did I watch? Oh, Sinister.
Sinister? What's that?
Scary movie.
Like what is it about?
The story is he's this guy. He writes true crime fiction, or not fiction, but true crime novels.
Right.
And he's it's been like 10 years since he did a novel, and he finds a good story, and he moves out to this place, and he ends up moving into the house where a murder occurred.
Oh, that's good.
A family was hung in the tree in the backyard.
Sounds like a good plot.
And so he's in the attic, you know, they're putting all the stuff away, whatever. He's in the attic, and he sees this box. It just says home movies on it.
Oh, goody.
And all of the videos are of different families getting murdered. Yeah, and as it turns out, it's like this pagan demon or something, I don't know, that's doing all this, the child eater or whatever.
It's always a demon.
The eater of children or whatever.
Why can't we just have someone be insane? Why does it always have to be a demon?
I don't know.
Speaking of demons, do you okay? Keep going.
But I don't want to spoil the movie for it, but it's really intense movie. It was a lot of jump scare moments and just stuff that's kind of like, whoa, that's crazy.
Oh, okay. But what I was say about demons? You hear about The Last Exorcism Part 2?
I heard it was really bad.
It released though.
Yeah, I saw the first one and I liked the first one.
We watched that one together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the entire movie I was going, the girl's the devil, the girl's the devil, the girl's the devil, and then she was like, oh my stomach,
she gave birth to the devil.
And I was like, she's gonna give birth to the devil, and she did.
And then everyone died.
But apparently not, because there's a sequel, The Last Exorcism Part 2.
Which I don't even know how that would work.
I guess it's not really The Last Exorcism.
Yeah, okay.
It's the last exorcism.
I honestly don't understand how they left it open for a sequel, because they pretty much killed
everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the spoilers, but really, that's all. The movie's bad.
The movie, I thought it was pretty good. Just the story was kind of intriguing. The ending sucked. I hated the ending.
No, everything about that movie just made me giggle. There was no... Was there a moment in that when you watched it when I was truly scared at any point?
I don't think so.
Because the entire time I was like, this is hilarious.
Playing Green Sleeves on the recorder and like smacking into the wall. Do you remember that part?
Oh!
Behind the door, like...
I don't, but I'm sure the viewers have a...
Yeah.
They probably were like, I don't understand.
Da-da-da, squeak, da-da-da, squeak, da-da. It was supposed to be like really creepy, and it was just kind of like, this is kind of funny.
Tune your recorder. Anyway.
Yeah. You can't tune a recorder.
Maybe. I've been watching Monk.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
More Monk. I was like, wow, all I watched this week was Monk. And so I actually went on to the Netflix I recently watched. I was like, wow, all I have watched this week is Monk. But that's no lie, because I actually have been watching Survivor, the new season. And I actually also listen to Rob Has a Podcast, where I get a lot of my actually inspiration from for this podcast. Who does it entirely on Survivor, and he does reality shows like Big Brother, and his show is very good. And yeah, I was really, really intrigued by Survivor this week. I can't talk about it because it's Survivor, and it's very plot intensive. But I've been keeping my tabs on Survivor, so I want to mention that and
#plot
and tell other people to check out robhasapodcast.com. I'm not going to put it inside the show notes because I'm lazy.
Type it in yourselves.
Let's talk what we played.
Alrighty. So that was weird. Okay.
Gaming.
So far this past week, I've played World of Warcraft.
And
as usual.
And I played that for 30 hours straight every day.
I am a Time Lord. I did play a little bit of Minecraft this week, actually. Just basic moderating on the server. Just getting on and just checking up on people.
Modding.
Yeah. And I recently got back into playing Age of Empires 2 because I saw Mike playing an RTS game, and
He's been playing a lot of Civ lately.
I want to play some Age of Empires, so I did. But I'm having trouble streaming it because there's no way to put it in windowed mode.
There's always a way to force windowed mode.
I've
there's a program out there, and this is a tip for all of you out there. It's a program called I do not remember the name, but I think it starts with a D.
It may start with a D.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I'll do some searches for you maybe later. But there's a program that you can like force anything into windowed mode.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's pretty radical.
I would like that.
It's radical, dude.
It's not only that it's full screen, but it like messes with the resolution and colors of the other screen too.
It's an old game.
Yeah.
Like how old?
Windows XP Service Pack.
Yeah, cause I was messing around. Because
like when it starts, like my other monitor like gets like all derpy, and then the colors get like all even more derpy. It's just kind of like.
I was messing around with some of those games I got from the thrift store, the Sherlock Holmes game, and it was like putting my monitor into like. I have a little bit of stutter. Don't make fun. And
I find it amusing.
It was making it all goofy and wacky, and I didn't know how to handle it.
Gosh. Goofy. I'm tired.
So I've been playing Yoshi.
All right.
And Minecraft. That's pretty much my life.
Minecraft,
yeah. However, Alex, I've been...
This is not my fault. I claim no responsibility for this. I advised him not to.
So I got some serious depression going on there for a bit, and I was getting some cabin fever, and I was thinking, what can I do to have fun in this world? And so I turned to the one thing that will promise not to do that for me. I have returned to World of Warcraft, everyone.
Oh boy.
And a matter of fact, I've been playing it. I'm level 17 now.
Okay, cool. I get to catch up.
Yeah,
I'm only level 12 on the character I'm playing with you.
And it's... I hate to say this.
You're enjoying it.
I am having fun with it. I think last time I got back into WoW was back with V Green the Cat Killer, the YouTube series I was doing. And the problem I had with it, I think, is I felt guilty when I wasn't playing as V Green because I wasn't being productive. And when I was playing as V Green, I could only play in 30-minute chunks.
Yeah, which you can't really do much in like a 30-minute chunk. You can, but...
Exactly. So I felt... When I turned to the game, I've been enjoying playing it in so like hour to 2 hour chunks. Like not I'm not obsessed. I've never been one to get obsessed with games. Like I can try as I might. I'll open up Minecraft, which people call the most addicting game ever, and I will sit there for 15 minutes and go, okay, bored.
Yeah, just open up Minecraft.
Yoshi.
Log into the server, teleport to everyone, make sure they're not twirling around or breaking anything, and then log out. That's pretty much what I do when I get on now.
So I'm now with Alex on the WoW parade.
It's not my fault. Don't blame me.
It's fun, and I don't recommend you to do it. That's what I've been playing.
Yep.
Got some viewer submissions now.
Yep.
It's not good.
God.
It's not good.
God.
So we got some viewer submissions.
Yes. If you have a viewer submission, email us at temporarypodcast at gmail.com.
Temporary podcast.
Not the temporary.
You have
at the email of temporarypodcast at gmail.com.
The email of. Email us at the... What do we got?
We accept fan art, audio / video questions if you can do it in either form, even in text form. We can't accept everything, but we'll, do our best.
We'll filter through it, and we can't go through all of them this week because we did get quite a bit of mail from you guys. So we got a few questions though. Mm-hmm. We got our first question here from Kyle, and he asks,
"Hi, Kyle."
Is that how we're going to introduce everybody? Hi, Kyle. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Bob. Billy Bob, Jimmy, baby.
Billy Bob, Jimmy Steen.
If I have to call somebody baby, I don't think I'm going to be able to handle this show. Do you think the PS4 is / could / should be better than the Wii U? If you had to pick between one, which one would you choose? Would you like to go first?
Sure. But from what I've seen for the specs of the PS4, in my opinion, it's going to be pretty close. The PS4 looks more like it's going to be a PC, like in terms of specs and everything. But the Wii U, something I read about is they sold it underclocked. Like it's a very powerful system, and when the PS4 drops, they're going to come out with a system update. In my theory, is Nintendo's going to drop out a system update and soup up our Wii U's. I hope. I'm really hoping because I want Nintendo to pull ahead.
I want it,
but it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I want it to happen too. The PS4 is more powerful.
Yeah.
The end. Like I don't.
But the Wii U is more revolutionary.
The Wii has the pad, the gamepad, and that's cool.
The PS4 is like, lol, we have a little tiny screen.
And we have our
No,
light...
it's not even a screen. It's a touchpad.
But by the way, this is related to our discussion about the PS4 last week. The light bar, apparently you don't identify by number. You are literally player blue, player red, player green, and stuff. There is no number.
That's lame.
I
That's
know.
even more lame. What? Why?
Pass the controller to player blue.
Play blue.
It's a Ubisoft game. Player blue.
Play blue. Play blue. Soccer blue.
It's a French joke. So yeah, I think the PS4 is going to be more powerful. I think the Wii U is not underclocked. That poor system can't load menus.
No.
Nintendo doesn't put power into the systems. They do have great first-party stuff,
Yes.
and they do get the occasional great third-party game.
Yes.
The Watch Dogs is coming for it, so
Yes, which I'm happy for, because that game looks really cool.
whether it will be it will probably not be the defining experience for that title, just because of the more powerful systems and the more powerful graphics. However, I think that, okay, let's answer the second part of the question. Why don't you go first? If you had to pick between one, which one would you choose? If you had, doesn't matter the price. If you had, you went in the store, there was PS4 box and a Wii U box sitting right next to each other. You can pick one, and you cannot buy another ever. Which one do you choose?
Probably the Wii U.
Really?
To be honest, yeah. Because the PlayStation, they're going to come out with the PlayStation 5, which is just going to be the same thing, but better.
The Nintendo's going to come out with another system.
But it's going to be different. I mean, if you think about Nintendo, their systems are different every time. The GameCube, then the Wii, which was revolutionary, and the Wii U, which is even like, what?
Yeah.
Gamepad, what?
So you're actually for the revolutionary type stuff?
I am, yeah. It's innovation. It's stepping forward and taking risks, which is what I love about Nintendo.
And, of course, we can't get Zelda on the PS4.
Oh, yeah. No, that's never going to happen.
So, for that reason alone, I would also choose the Wii U, just because it'd be like, where am I going? Alex just put his hat over his face. I do not know how to finish my sentence anymore. So we got some fan art also in.
Yay!
From, who?
Icy? Izzy?
Izzy. Yeah, she's a regular... I've seen her around the community quite a bit. And she's
very, very peculiar way of spelling Izzy. I like it.
And what fan art did she give us?
We are potatoes!
Referring to our last, what do you want to call it? The outro segment?
Something like that.
Where we were talking about how people are recording with potatoes.
Yeah.
And I love the temporary... People are already taking that temporary podcast logo, the temporary podcast logo swag, and they're making potato versions of it.
Yes.
So,
I am a potato holding a guitar.
You know, we didn't have the logo last time when we did our show.
No.
And did you see the logo and everything?
Yeah.
Well, of course you did.
Yeah. Maybe.
And do you know what reminds me of the logo? The Doctor Who.
Yeah, I was going to say Doctor Who, but I wasn't sure.
It has a big oval.
Yeah.
And it was totally unintentional. Now, I'm going to actually talk... Let's take a break from our outline. Let's talk about what the show is. The name of it.
Okay.
Because people have wondered what the temporary podcast means. So we were trying to come up with a podcast name, and we thought
a lot.
And what was one of the words that we decided that had to be inside the title?
Explosive.
So we were like, explosive what?
Melon.
So we were like,
melon.
The Explosive Melons podcast. And then they were like, that's pretty stupid. So we were like, what does that even spell? T-E-M-P, temporary. And then we're like, the temporary podcast.
So it comes out as to the exploding
melon. No. The.
Oh, the exploding melon podcast orary podcast.
Much like MC Gamer, we don't recognize the initials that are within, but they're within there inside our thoughts.
Yeah.
It is called the temporary podcast, not the exploding melon podcast or airy podcast.
Which I think is kind of catchy. Like, that could be a song.
The exploding melon podcast or airy podcast. Boom.
Yeah, see? There you go. You have a commercial, right?
Or airy.
Or airy. What does or airy mean?
Nobody knows. Anyway, we got another...
In an oral fashion? I don't know. Okay.
I'm just going to drop it there and move on to our next question. So they say, "Hey, MC and Alex."
Hi.
Hello.
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 Good day.
Hello.
I have not moved.
Hello, computer. Hello.
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 Hello. Oh, the IT crowd.
I just wanted to...
British comedy.
Well, I can't read this. I just wanted to know what both of your favorite Legend of Zelda games are and what are your least favorite Legend of Zelda games are from Monkey Monful. P.S. I spelled favorite with a U because I'm Australian.
Crikey! Right, thank you for that.
Roy.
What
do you think, Roy?
I still can't do a Roy impression. I can't do an Irish accent. I wish I could.
Oh, well. Oh, I thought about it long and hard. I don't even know.
No.
What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game?
Drum roll. Majora's Mask. Yes.
My favorite's the Wind Waker. What? What? You said to the Wind Waker? Why do you say to the
Cell shading. I just can't get past the
You
graphic
jest.
stuff. I what?
You jest!
No, I'm Alex.
No,
this is Patrick. I think this chair's slightly broken. Oh no, I guess not.
Your chair is fine.
No, yeah, I was just.
What's your least favorite Zelda game?
Wind Waker.
The Wind Waker.
Whatever.
And my least favorite. I want to say Majora's Mask just to spite you, but it's a good game.
Darn right.
I'd have to actually, and we're by the way, we're excluding CDI games from this. We're excluding CDI games for this. But I believe that my least favorite would probably be the Adventure Link, just because of the intense difficulty curve. It makes it hard for anybody to really get into it. It's a definitely beatable game, and it's not hard if you can strategize it. But I think the way they planned it kind of makes it like.
Well said.
Don't you? My curve for that was like, whoop. It's beautiful. It's like a roller coaster.
Oh my.
All right, so let's talk about polls.
Polls.
We our weekly poll last week, we ran it, and my results do not show on this computer or on my Kindle.
Lol. Hold on a second, I'm pulling it up.
It probably won't show for you either. Hold on, I'll find it.
I got this. Hang on. Click. Dang it, I have to log in.
All right, so I got the results here.
I was like, yes. Oh.
Okay, so we have some interesting results here.
Oh.
We ran this poll all week. You guys voted, and 49.57% of you said, no, you will not get a PS4 knowing what we currently know, assuming the price is below $600.
That's surprising.
That is almost half. And 46.96%, 54 of you said maybe after it comes out.
That's more than 100%.
No. 49.57 and 46.96.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 54.
That's how many people.
Oh, okay.
54 people said that. 57 people said no. But 4 people said first day buy. That's only 3.48%.
Okay. That makes more sense.
So what do you think of these results?
I'm actually kind of surprised that many would say no. I mean, I thought there were a lot of Sony fanboys out there.
I personally thought there would be more. Like, I thought the biggest one would definitely be maybe after it comes out. Like, once people see what kind of game library they have coming.
Yeah.
I also expected there to be more first day buyers.
Yeah.
I expected more than 4 of you to actually think that, but I think that it's
hasty decision making.
Maybe. But I do think that it's. I think the polls are interesting because I thought we'd have more maybe after it comes out. But almost half you instantly said no. I will not have a PS4 below $600. We didn't say at $600. Below $600.
If you have to pay $2,000, maybe. Maybe.
But I think those are interesting results. So, as always, thank you for your poll results. We have a poll this week as well.
Mm-hmm.
What's the question, Mr. Alex?
Do you think a redesigned newsfeed on Facebook is actually needed?
So we kind of shared our opinions on this earlier inside the episode. I said that it's not a huge deal. You said no. It's not needed.
Stop changing. I want to like you.
I want to love you. So yeah, I think that it definitely might be needed. I don't know if needed is the word to say, but I think that I think it's time. I think I don't mind. So leave your guys' poll responses. It's inside the show notes. The link.
Yes.
All right. So that's going to be the end of the podcast this week. Thank you everybody for watching. And I just want to remind everybody out there to vote inside that weekly poll, like I just mentioned, and subscribe via RSS and iTunes. We're actually added to the iTunes store. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
Good news. We are now iTunes famous. What does that mean for us? Absolutely nothing. As always, well, not as always, but for the first time.
As always, for the first time, for the last time.
You can now sponsor the show. So
sponsor
if you want to help us fund better microphones or maybe a green screen that is not wrinkled. You can't see.
We need a giant ironing board.
That's how we're gonna spend.
Big ironing board.
That's how we're gonna spend the podcast money.
It would be huge.
A giant, the world's largest. We're gonna break a world record.
The world's largest ironing board.
I think that's totally worth our time. I think it's worth the viewers' time too.
Oh yeah.
So
make it happen. Make it showable.
Also, what do you think about a shirt, a T-shirt?
Ooh, yes.
With that nice little logo.
I like it.
Maybe. Polo shirt.
Ooh,
have it all stitched on.
Fancy.
I don't. You're creeping me out.
Yeah. See you next time on the Temporary Podcast.
See you later.
Go home.
You're drunk.
Go home, podcast. You're drunk.